Hey, what is up everyone? Yesterday we got the June Sea of Thieves monthly update, and this monthly update had some interesting stuff attached to it. Some stuff we already knew about, and some stuff we didn't. So first let's go ahead and take a look at the Pirate Emporium because we got a bunch of new cosmetics in there. First we got 2 new collector's pets in there that have a bit of a chocolatey theme to it. So there's a new parakeet and elation. It's one of the dog breeds, and they both kind of like look like chocolate animals. So that's kind of cool. We have the return of the Beachcomber Bounty set, which was in one of the previous Plunder Passes. So with this we got some new weapons for it, as well as a chip collection. One of the more interesting additions to the Pirate Emporium this update was ship banners. So I think this is the first time we've seen this. We've got 3 new ship banners that you can buy from the Pirate Emporium. One of the things I don't like about these banners though in the Emporium is that you can't see a preview of what it actually looks like if you were to buy it. It literally just shows like, okay, you're just buying this. It doesn't show what the banner looks like at all. The other part I don't really like about this, it's like, is any of this stuff ever going to be just part of the game? Like, okay, fine, the ship crests are going to be sold in the Emporium. Okay. Trinkets. I mean, trinkets is kind of weird. Why is that being sold in the Emporium? Fine, whatever. There was some other stuff I think that was sold in the Emporium. I'm sure some of the more like decoration type stuff like the captain's table and other things will probably be sold in the Emporium soon too. Now we got ship banners too. Like, where does the line stop? I guess it doesn't have a line for this. And the only reason I complain about it is because we haven't seen like any new additions to any of this stuff in the main game. I don't think we've gotten any ship banners since Season 7 came out. Like, there's been none that were added in terms of just like the main game where you can unlock them yourself. Same with a lot of the Captaincy cosmetics. It's just pretty disappointing that a lot of the coolest parts of Captaincy are kind of locked away behind extra paywalls in the Pirate Emporium. I don't mind there being extra options in the Pirate Emporium, but make sure to keep updating the regular game with some of these things. Speaking of this though, we got a new ship crest in the Pirate Emporium for the Dark Horseman set. This one looks really cool. I think it'll go really well with that Pirate Emporium set. I would like to see them do this for all the Pirate Emporium sets. I think this is a good idea. And I know it kind of contradicts what I just said a second ago, but I think it does make sense to have all the Pirate Emporium ship sets that we have, to have all the Captaincy cosmetics with them. Next we have the Brawler Emote Bundle. This one's a nice one, not much to say about it, so let's move on to the Lodestar Big Bundle. So there's a new Lodestar Big Bundle that includes the full ship collection, costume, weapons, spyglass, cat, and parrot pets. So you can kind of get it all together in one big, easy set to buy. They also have a similar thing for the Dark Horseman Big Bundle, and this includes the full ship collection, costume, and weapons. So if you want an easier way, I think it's a little bit cheaper to get it this way, so keep an eye out for that. We also got a new free emote for this month, which is a great change. If you saw last month's update video, we didn't have a free emote last month, so I'm really happy that this made a return. And this month we have the Pale Percussion emote, and it's nothing major, but I think it's a nice emote. And it's pretty cool. I liked all the ones where you actually uses your own cosmetics that you already have. So like this one uses the bucket that you already have. So that's really nice. Alright, so moving on. Before we get into the big Captaincy update that we got, I want to talk about another gameplay improvement, which is reduced cannonball knockback. So players sailing a galleon or a brigantine will find that the knockback from cannonball splash damage no longer propels them far into the air, preventing them from being easily sent overboard. However, they will still be knocked back and disoriented by the blast. This change makes the knockback experience consistent across all ship sizes, so that's a good change. Another change to the game is video support. So now you'll notice when you start up Sea of Thieves, you'll be presented with the video, and this will display whatever content Sea of Thieves wants to put out there. Right now it's the new Monkey Island trailer that's coming to the game next month. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely check out this previous video to see all about that. You can also find this video content within the What's New section of the front end menu, so you can browse different videos and rewatch them on demand. Now let's get into the Captaincy update. So we got lots of balancing changes to it, which we were already aware of a while before. I made a video previously talking about it when they announced it. So this is a change that we've known about coming for a while now. First, a large number of pirate and ship milestones have been rebalanced to make gaining classes easier, and any progression that had already happened prior to this update is automatically converted, potentially boosting players to higher classes. I know for me personally, I went in and I was kind of blown away with how much my stuff grew. I went up an extreme amount, and that was nice because I was able to buy a bunch of new trinkets at the shipwright. Speaking of trinkets, the number of classes required to buy the 4 tiers of trinkets has been significantly reduced. Also, the cost of saving cosmetics to captain ships has been removed, so now you can save cosmetics to captain ships for free. I think this is a great change. I know before people kind of like this as like a mechanic because it kind of gave a little bit more purpose to having gold and stuff, but I found it more of just an annoyance because then I didn't really try any new cosmetics that I would unlock, and I wouldn't really be encouraged to buy any cosmetics anymore because I would just keep whatever I had on my ship. Speaking of gold costs, the gold cost for purchasing ship decorations and trinkets has been significantly reduced, so now you'll find it's a lot cheaper to buy these cosmetics from the shipwright. Finally, the last big change for Captaincy is any captain's beds that I unlock through milestones will now unlock at Class 2 instead of Class 5. Kind of a weird change, but I'm good with it. Moving on from the Captaincy update, we have a new Captain's Week event that's happening in-game right now. So this week is the first ever Captain's Week, and it's going from June 15th to June 22nd. You'll find that if you play the game right now, you'll enjoy heavy discounts on ship purchases and boosted rewards while sailing on captain ships. You'll also find that there's 2 new weapons that you can unlock right now during the event by selling treasure to the Sovereign while sailing on a captain's ship. There's also a big sale happening in the Pirate Emporium during this event. Another event going on this month that, always happens pretty much is Twitch drops, so there's going to be more of the Eastern Wind Sapphire set that's available to unlock through these Twitch drops whenever they happen. Speaking of cosmetics, we did get an update to the Outpost cosmetics, but this one's a little bit smaller than the last several months that we've had, so it's a little bit disappointing, but it's always nice to see new Outpost cosmetics. So this is the Aristocrat hairstyles. So there's a few additional hairstyles that you can purchase from the Outpost shops. I think it's a nice change, but I'm probably not going to use any of these, to be honest. The last big update to note is we actually have adventures coming back. So I believe it's next week that the next adventure starts. Keep an eye on the channel because I'm going to have a video recapping all the previous adventures, so if you need a refresher on everything that's happened so far in the adventure storyline, definitely watch that, and then we'll have our 10th adventure. It's pretty crazy that it will be the number 10. It feels like it's been a long time since we've had the last adventure, which it kind of has been. It's been since like January or February since the last adventure. So I'm pretty excited for it. I hope y'all are too. But that's all I have to cover for this month's update. It's a pretty nice one, I think. The nice changes with Captaincy, and I think make progressing through those milestones and everything and unlocking cosmetics a lot nicer now. If you enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you could like and subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.